I feel like this is a blessing in disguise because I know that our family needs to eat a lot better. And now we're going to be forced to eat a lot better because I cannot have a lot of foods that have high sodium. I need your help. So, y'all know as African Americans, we tend to eat a lot of food that has sodium, a lot of sodium in it. So, what are y'all go-tos? Some tasty meals, not no bland stuff, okay? Some tasty meals that you won't eat that are low in sodium. Snacks too. I need some good snacks, not Doritos and salsa, which I love, but some good snack foods to eat in between meals too. So, what say you?
Men, young black women, and how our community was handled.
Good morning, everybody. It is post-op day 14. I'm officially 2 weeks post-op, and it has been a journey. So after you have a tummy tuck, they want you to lay on your back. But after you've had a BBL, they want you to lay on your stomach. So what are you supposed to do when you've had both? Now, the reason I'm not supposed to sit on my butt or lay on my hips is because it's going to cause fat loss. I'm going to lose about 30% anyway, but if I do that, then I'm definitely going to lose more fat. At my post-op appointment, I asked my doctor if my hips were going to fill out more, and she said, "You didn't have enough fat." So, I mean, honestly, the shape that I have right now is because of my tummy tuck and my waist is more snatched, but I didn't have a lot of fat for fat transfer anyway, so I'm trying to preserve as much as I can. She literally could only put 500 cc's of fat on each side. It's usually like 1,000 to 1,500. So there's that. Since I came home with the drain, I have to empty it myself, and I also have to measure how much is in the drain around the same time each day. For my doctor, I have to have 50 mLs of fluid over a 3-day period total for me to be able to take it out. On Saturday, I had 200 mLs. Yesterday, I had 140 mLs. And today, I have a little over 100. So, it's decreasing. What's up? So, 9 times out of 10, the straps on your faja are going to be super tight. Most people put pads in between here, but you don't need to do that. The bra extender is going to make your straps longer, so then you'll just attach it to one side and then hook it to the other side. So, your girl got out of DR in the nick of time. There are no flights into or out of DR for the next 15 days. I was contemplating staying until my drain came out. Glad I didn't. Guess whose drain had 50 mLs of fluid over a 24-hour period? All right, because on 3 to start the call. 1, 2, 3.
Good. Okay, it doesn't
that wasn't bad.
Oh, no, most of them have a flat thing.
I thought it was flat this whole time.
Okay.
No wonder it was hurting.
Yeah. Okay, good. That was good. And then what people usually do is the out of form gauze, like every couple of days. And
this is what the drain looks like. This is where it went into my skin. And it had little holes. And this thing is long. y'all know what day it is? Actually, do y'all know what week it is? Week 4 post-op. I have made it a month, a long month. So I am taking this time, like really quick, to go ahead and do my measurements and compare them to my previous weeks. $29. 41. So I've gained an inch. Pre-op. I was 40 inches, now I'm 41. Whoop-de-doo. It's crazy because yesterday my waist was a 28 and my hips were a 42. Like, I don't get this. I guess it just depends on when I measure myself. I should do it the same time each day. So I put my dress on that I wore the day before my surgery so that I could compare, and it's actually loose, so the results are pretty good. No more belly. Belly is gone. So how do I feel at 4 weeks? All of the swelling in my lower extremities has gone away. Remember, my feet and my legs were swollen like crazy, so that's gone. The stiffness is still here. If I sit down for too long, my back will get really stiff, and then when I stand up, I feel like an old ass person getting out of a chair. I do still have some itching like around my incision site, but other than that, the itching has subsided. I still have my lipo stitches. So you get lipo up under each boob. What? Go sit down somewhere. Trying to be funny. Ass knows that I'm freaking recording. So irritating. As far as my incision go, it's still not 100% healed. I do still have a little bit of stitches, and the area where my drain was is still not healed. That's going to take a while, unfortunately. I have chosen to put Tegaderm over top of my wound where my drain was. It's going to take longer to heal, but I will have less scarring. I have a total of 7 lipo scars, 1 under each breast, 2 on my back, 1 in the crack of my butt, and 2 underneath each butt cheek. Underneath each of my boob, those stitches are still there, and the one in my crack is still there. It hasn't fallen out yet. I still have the zingers, which is that zapping, like somebody stabbing you real quick, those pains, and I still have the feeling, the flutters like I have a baby inside my belly kicking me. Sleep, or should I say the lack of, I cannot for the life of me sleep through the night. It doesn't matter. I'm uncomfortable. I'm not supposed to lay on my side. So there are nights where I wake up and I'm on my side, and so I have to turn over onto my back. And then I go sit in my chair, fall asleep there. It's just, I hate it. I'm still wearing my faja, my foams, and my ad board like I'm supposed to until I have to take a shower or if I put some coconut oil on my incision. I was sweating like shit last night. Like, I'm like, it's hot as hell in here. What is going on? But it's because I'm in this hot ass faja. I am still walking hunched over like an old lady because my doctor said at 21 days you can start to stand up. Well, I think I stood up too quick and my incision tore a little bit. So a few people have asked me, did I get my butt done? And the short answer to that question is yes, I did get my butt done. So when I got my tummy tuck, my doctor did some liposuction on my upper abdomen, my side, and my back. She just basically sucked all that fat out. So my doctor either disposes of it or she transfers that fat to your butt if you would like. The price is the same whether she throws it away or if she transfers it. So why not go for it? So when I finally had my face-to-face with Dr. Medina, she asked me what are my expectations. So I told her my number one priority was my belly. I wanted a flat belly. And secondly, I wanted hips because I don't have any hips. And she basically said to me, you don't have a lot of fat. I was like, I gained 15 pounds. She said, well, you don't have a lot of fat, so. So she worked with what she had, and these are the results that I have. My butt is fuller, but my measurements are still the same, 41 inches. So in the surgery community, there's something called fluffing. Fluffing is when your butt gets bigger, like 3 months after surgery. So maybe that'll happen to me, who knows? Your butt goes through a lot of changes. So it's really big after surgery, then the fat cells die, and then your stem cells start to form, and then your butt gets bigger. That's what I hear. I'm gonna post a video that I found on Instagram that explains the fluffing phase in conjunction with the liposuction.
Going to hear anywhere else is how do I heal after my BBL? What are the changes my body's going to go through? It comes up all the time. So basically the areas of liposuction will continuously get smaller. Although your butt will start very big, it actually gets smaller and then start to regrow. So what's going on? The fat cells in your butt will actually die. And this happens around the 1 month mark. So as the fat cells are dying, the stem cells within that fat are actually growing. The growing process takes around 6 to 8 weeks. So in comparison from your prior, before surgery picture, immediately after surgery, you can see it's actually bigger. 1 month after surgery, it's smaller than the immediately after. And then we have our 3 month picture, which is actually a bigger butt in comparison to the 1 month picture. And the waist is actually coming in narrower. So continuously the liposuction comes in, and then from 1 month to 3 months, the actual butt will grow.
So yeah, y'all pray for me and pray for the butt fluff fairy. I mean, actually, I'm fine with the size of my butt, actually. I really don't have any complaints. I'm just glad my stomach is flat. I just want to thank you all for following along with this journey. It's been rough picking this phone up and recording, but I know that so many of you have been watching, and I just want to thank you all. Well, I'm tired, as you all can probably see, so I'm going to hop in the shower and try to get some rest. And again, thanks for watching, and I will see you all tomorrow.